the young and the restless spoilers. In the world of Genoa City, secrets and schemes often lurk beneath the surface, threatening to upend the lives of its residents. Summer Newman, known for her fierce determination and unyielding spirit, found herself at a crossroads. She had recently discovered that her estranged husband, Kyle Abbott, was planning to flee to Paris with his young son, Harrison. This revelation ignited a fire within her, and she resolved to thwart Kyle's plans at any cost. Summer's relationship with Kyle had always been tumultuous, marked by passion, betrayal, and heartbreak. When she uncovered Kyle's intentions to abscond with Harrison, her initial reaction was a mix of anger and devastation. Kyle's decision felt like a final, cruel betrayal, one that threatened to tear away the last remnants of the life they had built together. Determined to stop Kyle, Summer began to meticulously gather evidence and build her case. She knew the upcoming custody hearing would be her best chance to keep Harrison close and to ensure that Kyle's plans would not come to fruition. Despite Kyle's unwavering confidence that he would win custody, Summer was resolute in her belief that she had the upper hand. She had unearthed damning evidence that would expose Kyle's deceit and paint him in an unfavorable light before the court. As the day of the custody hearing approached, tension mounted. The court had already sent a summons to Kyle, informing him of the hearing date. Coincidentally, or perhaps not so coincidentally, the hearing was scheduled for the exact day Kyle intended to fly to Paris with Harrison. This meant Kyle faced a difficult choice: miss the court date and risk losing custody of his son, or cancel his flight and confront Summer in court. Kyle was livid when he discovered the timing of the hearing. He couldn't understand how the dates had aligned so perfectly against his plans. What he didn't know was that Summer had orchestrated the timing with meticulous precision. She had leveraged her connections and cunning to ensure the court date would clash with Kyle's travel plans. Her strategy was simple: force Kyle to choose between his desperate escape and his legal obligations. Summer reveled in her success, seeing Kyle's frustration as a small victory. She was determined to dismantle his life piece by piece, just as he had done to hers. Yet, beneath her triumph lay a more complex question: did Summer truly care for Harrison, or was he merely a pawn in her game of revenge? Harrison, an innocent child caught in the crossfire of adult conflict, became a symbol of the struggle between Summer and Kyle. Despite not being his biological mother, Summer insisted that she loved Harrison as if he were her own. She believed her bond with him was strong enough to secure her custody rights. However, her motivations were questioned by many, including Kyle, who saw her actions as driven by vengeance rather than genuine maternal affection. As the court date loomed, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. Kyle wrestled with his options, torn between his desire to escape to Paris and his need to fight for his son's future. He began to question whether he should confront Summer, plead with her to abandon her vendetta, and seek a truce for the sake of their child. The thought of begging for mercy from a woman he had wronged so deeply was a bitter pill to swallow, but the stakes were too high to ignore. In the days leading up to the hearing, Kyle tried to reach out to Summer, hoping to broker a peace. He wanted to understand her true intentions and to find a way to co-parent Harrison without further damaging their fractured relationship. Summer, however, was unyielding. She viewed Kyle's overtures as nothing more than manipulative ploys designed to undermine her resolve. The day of the custody hearing arrived, and the courtroom was a battleground of emotions. Both Summer and Kyle presented their cases with fervor, each determined to emerge victorious. Summer's evidence was compelling, highlighting Kyle's deceit and painting a picture of instability that she argued was detrimental to Harrison's well-being. Kyle, on the other hand, emphasized his deep love for his son and his belief that he could provide a stable, nurturing environment. As the judge deliberated, the tension was palpable. The courtroom awaited the verdict that would determine Harrison's future. When the judge finally rendered the decision, the room fell silent. Summer's meticulous planning and emotional appeals had tipped the scales in her favor. She was awarded primary custody of Harrison, a victory that came with a mix of elation and uncertainty. Kyle, defeated and heartbroken, could only watch as Summer walked away with his son. He realized that his plans for a fresh start in Paris were shattered, and he was left to pick up the pieces of his life. Summer, despite her triumph, faced a new challenge, proving that her